reading.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
That's all that Darkspawn. And now we get to make the Grey Warden. Which, if you guys didn't read the title, I'm going Dwarf Commoner, because let's just read the description. It says itself. Born castless, in a land where rank is everything. Bound as the lackey and thug of a local crime lord, you have spent your life invisible, until chance thrusts you into the spotlight, where you can finally prove whether you will be defined by your actions or your birth. Big old That's a big old nose. A big old. This is where he stores his inventory. This is lore accurate. I mean, this is a like can't break canon. This is where all the dwarves stored their inventory. It's in their nose. Hey, it's just how it is. I'm not the guy that decided it. I'm just a messenger. Oh, the best part. I wish you could do this in all Dragon Age games. Customize your portrait. Cause look what you can make it. Look at this. Look. He's so majestic.
Greetings. Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Berhat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
What kind of services?
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look.
Gambling?
Something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Berhat. Can we not do this in front of my brother?
Why not?
Huh?
He knows the slope of the land, don't you, boy?
Did I tell you not to talk to my sister
You
that
told
way?
me a lot of things, not one of which meant more than a fart in a mittens. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold cap teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's got to do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
I don't like seeing him treat you that way,
I'll treat her
sister.
however I like, as long as you both eat off my plate. You keep your head down and say aye to any job I decide is low enough for scum like you. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brats. Then you both go free, and I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life.
Your son will call you an uncle and come visit on name
That's
days?
what everyone likes. A castless with a big mouth. But I didn't come for the joy of your company. I've been looking at my investments, and this one hasn't borne much gold. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
Oh. See? She's found someone. I told you. Okay, let's not say that. Watch out, Berhat. We may not need you.
Everyone needs me. Because everyone has things they want, and my Carter, we're the ones who provide. Until you can do that, you're nothing but my errand boy. So shut up and do as you're told.
You have some more errands for me to
You
run?
do a good job, and you might work your way up to footpad one of these days. Your buddy Leske's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now, and I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had
Lots
to
of
see
blood.
that.
Nah. Can't stand the way he treats us. Berhat expects too
You know
much
how
from you.
desperate the nobles are for more children. They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate, and we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Berhat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward.
Isn't the work I do for Berhat
I've worked
enough?
hard to keep him from throwing us out. I can only imagine the horrible things he's made you do. But
Yeah.
there are a lot of desperate dwarves in Orzammar. He could buy any one of them to run messages and knock skulls.
I don't know why I can't join the army or fight
It's sheer
Darkspawn.
folly. One more way the nobles protect their status. They say casteless soldiers are more danger to each other than to Darkspawn. That it's an insult to the smith to let us touch a fine-made weapon. Truly, they just don't wish to insult the warrior caste by showing that given the same opportunities, we could lead an army just as well.
Man. Castless is like the worst. No, wait. But haven't the Darkspawn almost
Every
overrun the
year,
current
more of the
troops?
beasts come up from the deep roads. I've heard they've even been harrying the surface.
Is anyone doing anything about it?
Aye. They would even turn to humans for aid before us, it seems. There's been talk of an alliance against the Darkspawn. Even that the Grey Wardens have stepped up. But we don't have time for this now. Leske must be waiting, and Berhat won't like it if I'm late for my appointment.
You're right.
Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
Is this my mom?
Who's that? Why are you bothering me? Rika?
No, Mother. It's Cthulhu.
Don't you
Your
talk
son?
to me like I'm an idiot. You think I don't know my own kid? What are you doing here anyway? Rika said you were finally making something useful of yourself.
You have stopped this, Mother. You're killing yourself. Yeah, that's also really bad. If by useful you mean cracking skulls for a
What?
smuggler.
You thought you'd get a seat on the assembly? Do what you're good for. Get your head in the smoke. Your father was like that too.
Your father was like that too. At least you managed to get out of
Right.
here.
Left me with 2 screaming mouths to feed, not a coin on the table. Had to join the clean crew for the smoke vents. Spent 10 years in those chimneys, soot a finger thick all over my body. All for you. So, you gonna show some sort and gratitude, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Please, Mother, I hate it when you're like this. Ugh. Never mind. Sleep it off. Again.
Bothering me all the time. I got important things to do here. Very important things.
I see why her name's Kalaya, not like, Kala, and not Mother. Alright. Let's continue.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl.
Just tell me what you're doing. Haven't I told you never talk to my sister that way? Les, how's this
What can I
shaping?
say? No money, no girls, no place to call my own. I've been writing an epic poem about it. It starts, "Oh, you're really, really cursed to have no caste. You noble dwarves can shove it up your..." But I couldn't think of a rhyme.
Cast? Fast? Blast? Just tell me what. Cast? Fast?
I'm not seeing
Blast?
Court Bard in your future either. I guess we'll have to stick to playing the heavies for Berhat.
What's he got
Boss
for us
says we're
today?
out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias. Some surfacer. Berhat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Berhat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back.
Oskias. And what sort of goods are we trying to find?
Gold, lyrium, spices. Anything that Berhat might cut someone's head off to get.
I don't think it's right to just kill the guy.
We're not just killing him. First we take back anything he stole and then we kill him. Come on, you can feel bad later.
Oh. Fine. Fine, but let's at least find out what he's done.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, my friend.
Leske, pretty cool.
This is the end. A new archdemon is rising, and Orzammar will fall.
Dang. Guy's pretty spot on.
What are you doing
Orzammar
here,
does look
Brand?
pretty good. Oh, Shut up.
Have you heard? King's got a team.
Orzammar looks really good, especially for how old this game is. Like, man, it's mega detailed.
Tools.
The ancestors were smiling on my bedside. Another round for the house.
Hello,
No
Batana.
castless.
Is it something where you've seen a customer named,
Why would I tell
Yeah.
you anything?
Take a close look before you finish that sentence. Are you sure you want to make us insist?
Oh, I didn't realize who sent you. He's here all right. Oskias. Right over there.
Oskias, there
Been
we go.
nursing that same mug half the day. Paid up front, though. Good silver. What's he done?
You wanna make that your first
Sorry.
business?
Just trying to make conversation. You,
Yeah.
do what you have to. Just, try and keep it neat. I'm still paying for this space.
Oskias. I need to talk to you.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oskias. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
Didn't think Berhat would find cheating him.
I always been loyal to Berhat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Then why have you been holding
I
out on him?
haven't. I wouldn't.
You think you're going to convince me?
I do have some
Think
lyrium
that's
work. I had a little deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was going to bring Berhat his cut. I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
How much ore did it
Just
take?
a little. Maybe 25 sovereigns worth.
25 sovereigns.
Most of that's with my buyers on the surface. I just picked up a few nuggets down here. If I were to maybe give you a piece, that's a lot of coin. Do you forget to mention this to Berhat?
How long have you been cheating for?
Not long. I mean, I'm not cheating him. I mean, this is my first time. Oh, please don't kill me. Sorcerers
sound
pay
to?
good coin for lyrium. Mages up there, they use it for their spells. Smiths use it in enchanted weapons. I just took the money and ran. I mean, back to Berhat to share the profits.
Bad idea.
For everyone who isn't about to die, please turn around for a moment. This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that? Then let me go. Tell Berhat you killed me. I can run to the surface. He's never gotta hear of me again. I'll give you the lyrium. Do whatever you want with it. Give it to Berhat. Sell it yourself. I don't care.
If Berhat ever found out about that, he'd kill me. Why would I take that kind of risk?
It's worth planning to the right buyer.
Alta brought your dead. Just leave Ozamar. I
Yes,
can't.
yes. I'll go back up to the surface right now. I'll move to Orlais, to Antiva. Thank you. You're as noble as you are strong. May the ancestors bless your steps.
Is that smart? If Berhat finds out Oskias ran, he'll kill you. He'll kill me. He'll make you kill me, then yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor.
He'll never find out. I just wish I could have left with
Leave
him.
behind all this? We should bring Berhat the lyrium as proof of what Oskias was doing.
Do you mind?
For you.
I have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one else will come.
You're a merchant? Why do you wear a castless
Same
face
as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm castless.
Huh.
But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day.
It's not that bad down here, right, Leske?
Oh? You like being denied the chance to do a job when you know you have strength and skill? You like having to beg? Or maybe you think being castless gives you a license to steal from those who do make an honest living. If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry. Orzammar is the only place in the world that will treat you like this. Yet you all stay. I'll never understand it.
True. True. I wouldn't still be castless on this. They say service doors lose touch with
And
the
what
stone.
has the stone done for you? At least on the surface, you won't be rejected by your fellow dwarves. It always seems sad to me that our homeland is the one place in this world where you're likely to be killed by a fellow dwarf. Now, unless you're gonna buy something, I need to unload and get home before the rain sets in. That's water from the sky, by the way. Fine.
Sky?
But try to steal anything, and I'm calling the guards.
The king's old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Oskias?
Oh. I guess I can still. He's guilty. Here's the
One
lyrium.
lousy nugget. You want me to believe that's all he got off with?
He said he kept most of it topside. That was all he had on him.
Jarvia, send a dig troop topside. If Oskias had a hiding spot up there, I want us up to our elbows in it.
As you say.
And the matter of punishment?
Last I saw, he was cutting the tile on the tapestry's
Very
floor.
interesting. Seeing how my cousin was at the tapsters this afternoon. And he says he saw something change hands between you and Oskias, and then the duster sodding stood up and walked out on his own 2 feet. Does that sound like what I asked? Jarvia, what does that sound like to you?
Sounds like some jumped up face brands thought they could take a bribe and let him walk free. That's just not right.
The lady says it's not right. You wouldn't disagree with a lady, would you?
I'm not stupid enough to kill Oskias in public. Duh!
I mean, no one's gonna say spit to you, Berhat. But we can't move that free. We needed to get Oskias somewhere private. We took him to the lava sinks behind the mines. You won't be seeing him again.
I don't like you making me look weak, but it's smart to try to keep the swordcast from asking questions. That's why I like you two. Now I got something else for you. Make some use of your unique skills.
Oh, that was close. I was hoping to spend time with my
Oh, that's
sister.
touching. Oh, wait, I forgot. I don't care. The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing.
You're taking bets on fighters? Why would a Grey Warden be here? Why would the Grey Warden be here?
Topsiders see a couple of Darkspawn, they start crying and running to Papa Orzammar. They know dwarves are the best when it comes to Darkspawn. So they're here to recruit a couple of bodies to prevent another blight. Because why should humans have to live with what we get every day?
And you're going to bet on who the Grey Wardens pick?
There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Everd's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand?
So how am I supposed to help
The
Everd
fight only
win?
gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Everd, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight.
Does Everd know your
He's the
rules?
kind of warrior who wants to show off his oiled physique to a cheering crowd. You think he wants scum like us making money on him? Don't let him know what you're doing. Just find his chamber, see when he's fighting, then go to Minar and dump the drug.
What is this
I'm
drug?
not asking you to distill it, just drop it into a basin. That's all you need to know.
Alright.
You bet you
We'll
will.
go now.
Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Everd's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
It's so beautiful. Okay, let's find Everd.
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds.
But I have a pass right here.
Looks legitimate. Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
Oh, it's Duncan.
Stone met, and blessings on your house. That was the proper greeting for an outsider last time I visited Orzammar. Has it changed? Or is there a reason you're looking at me so strangely?
That was the nicest greeting I've ever. That was nice.
Do they say the Grey Wardens are disrespectful then? My name is Duncan. I'd say of the Grey Wardens, but I suspect you already know that. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Cthulhu of nobody. Les dared me to come over here to talk to you. I'm Cthulhu of
Of
nobody.
course. That's what the face brand means then. I remember that now.
Oh. So what, now you're going to stop talking to me? Yes. And you can have me arrested for harassing you. I guess you want me to leave now? I'm sorry to bother you. Is it true you're looking
The
for
Wardens are
recruits?
always looking for those who have the courage to spend their lives in battle against the Darkspawn. It's rare we find those with both the skill and the will. The best wardens are ruthless to their enemies, compassionate to their friends, and inspiring to their troops. It's a lot to look for, but I hope to find it here. And I hope you also may find what you are looking for.
Oh, is it?
Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Berhat's gonna kill us if we slip up here. He's already jumpy enough after the mess up with Oskias. Hey, I just had an idea.
I put on his armor and, you know, find his
It's much
name.
better than my idea. I was gonna say we should go up in the stands and start a rock slide, but you're brilliant. You'll be there. You'll go out in his armor, keep down the visor, and find his name. He wins, Berhat wins, everybody wins. Except all the warrior cast dragons you leave kissing dust. I suddenly love the way you think, my friend. I was afraid Berhat was going to kill us.
If I do this, I'll win by skill alone. I don't want to
You've
use
got
the
a heart of steel, Soraka. Get in the armor.
Round 3 is next.
Yes, sir.
Officer Minar versus the Warrior of Air. Fighters, report to the ring.
No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
Don't worry, Leske. I got this. You just make sure Verd stays down.
I believe it is time for your bout.
I believe so.
May fortune favor your fight, Averd. Are you ready? As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar. For our honored guests, the Grey Warden, the warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Tar Ellerin.
You honor me with this fight. May the stone show the boldest heart through the strongest arm.
For the honor of the Grey
First
Warriors.
warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
I can attack him this round. Breathtaking combat. Ooh, parry. Ooh. Ooh, get him. Ooh, kill him.
The winner is Everd! A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalmo, proven in glory before the stone.
You are. May we both win glory in the eyes of our
Look, the force bleeding. Let's win some glory for the
Warrior to
warrior.
fall is vanquished. Fight!
Round 2. Fight. Went down
The
easy.
winner is Everd! The ancestors
Fatality.
have withdrawn their blessings and embrace a new champion on their field. The warrior Everd, son of Galton, will fight Lenka, silent sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance today.
You honor me with this fight. May we both achieve
First
glory.
warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Round 3. Mortal Kombat.
The winner is Everd! Lenka went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Everd will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring against... What?
Oh, no.
I'm out already? Hey! That's my armor! Who are you? How dare you disrupt this scene?
Wait, I know that man. That's Everd. Then what imposter did I fight?
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watch you see your face.
I am of no caste or clan, but I have defeated you all. Cthulhu wins.
You insult the very nature of this proving. Guards, take this filth away.
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden, but this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This man is no warrior. He is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. His very footsteps pollute the stone. He has no place here.
Except as your champion.
Ooh, burn.
Are you awake yet?
Burn.
Can you hear me?
Leske? I told you to watch Everd. You didn't listen.
How hard did they sodding hit you anyway? Did you have to put up such a fight?
How did
As
you
soon
get
as
here?
everyone saw your face brand, the place went mad. Shut all the doors, examined everyone for family and caste. One of the guards recognized me and figured we must be working together. They'd burned 3 candles to the stump interrogating me about who put us up to this. I think they knew, you know, about Berhat.
Berhat said he'd go for Rika if he caught me. We need to go. What's the sentence for ridiculing the entire warrior? What's the sentence for ridiculing the entire warrior
Whipping,
class?
loss of your left hand for stealing the armor, loss of your right hand for befouling a smith's work, public flaying for impersonating a higher caste. If that doesn't kill you, they'll put you to death for polluting the proving. That Grey Warden suggested exile, but it didn't seem like anyone was listening.
This doesn't look like a typical guard cell.
No.
Is there any way out?
I checked, and the cell is built straight into the cave wall. That door's the only way out, and they confiscated my lockpicks. What's it look like on your side? You see any way out?
Good, you're awake. Berhat will be glad to hear that.
Jarvia?
You
What are
caused a
doing here?
lot of trouble today. Berhat lost 100 sovereigns for Lord Volney. The entire proving was declared invalid, and the Assembly already called for an investigation. You can't imagine the state Berhat was in when he told me to get you.
Where
That's
are we?
right. You've never had the privilege of being down here. You're in one of the deep cells in Berhat's estate. He built it into the ruins of Old Orzammar. Plenty of room to store gold and lyrium. And nice thick walls so no one can hear the screams. I brought
How
you.
do we get here?
You got every guardsman at that proving thinking if he takes your head off, the ancestors will bless him forever. But they know whose hand holds the whip. When Berhat claimed you, they knew who's going to get to watch your last breath.
I'm not scared of him. All we did was follow
You
his
risked
orders.
exposing him before the entire warrior caste. Now they're asking questions, and as long as you have tongues to answer them, you're a threat. Enjoy your last night together, boys. Berhat will be by soon to make sure you maintain your silence.
Okay. Okay. What's in here? There appears to be splinters on the floor, possibly fragments from crates that used to be stored here. They look narrow enough to slide into a catch of lock. Hey, Leske! Oh yeah! One hit.
If we want to get away with this,
Knockout.
we can't leave one man alive to tell Berhat what we've done.
Last
Light.
2 more.
Right, that's it. Quicker than that. All right.
Ooh, gotta be quicker than that.
Face.
Man, Leske, you're pretty good. We're tearing through these people, these thugs.
Light.
Straight tearing. Not a reason. Oh, we got 4. What did you do? What? Man, Cthulhu's terror. Oh, I don't know if I brought. Oh boy.
Kinda horror-free. If that turncoat brother of hers doesn't know his place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
I know what you mean. She's yours if you want her, boys. And let me tell you, it tastes as good as it looks.
Gross. That's my sister.
What in sod all is that doing out of its cage? Let's teach this little duster a lesson. Watch out!
You're talking about my sister. Well done. Right, your last. Good job, Leske. No mercy, boys. They're dead. Will Berhat kill me before I kill him? Let's try. Oh! He did. Sorry, Leske got me. Boom! Fatality!
Did you see him there, all when we're done with you? And you just charged in and sodding slaughtered him! You have to be the luckiest duster in Orzammar. Berhat's dead, and we're standing here! Hail to the sodding king!
As long as he never made it to
was
Rico.
talking like she's still alive. But I won't turn down the chance to go take another peek. Hey, could you tell Rika I killed him? I mean, it doesn't do you any good if she thinks you're the most virile warrior in all the stone.
Let's just get out of here before the guardsmen show up.
Fortunately, if Berhat's got them trained like he says, it should be a good long time before any guardsmen turn up here.
We came out of a bookcase. Ah.
You're not supposed to be here. Wait, is that blood? Ancestors, protect me!
Wait, is that blood? Ancestors, protect me! Oh, no, it's not blood. Let's catch up.
There they are! Seize the fugitives!
Oh. Okay, maybe
Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist.
Oh, it's Rika. I just killed Berhat. You should be thanking me.
He's dead? Berhat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Berhat would have butchered us if he hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated his courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks. It seems I have found one.
Are you asking me to become a Grey Warden?
Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This man is a criminal. You can't do this.
I can, and I am. It would mean traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people. But it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight.
If I say no and stay here with Rika?
Then you will be subject to whatever sentence the Shapers choose to impose. I think you know what that sentence would be. I would spare you from it, and for an excellent cause.
I'll like to talk to my sisters before I decide,
And
though.
I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer?
Thank you, Duncan, I will. Hey, Rika.
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the Proving. But it worked out for the best.
What are you doing here,
When I heard you'd been
Rika?
arrested, I ran straight to the Proving Grounds, but you'd already disappeared. That's when Sir Duncan said he wanted to invite you into the Grey Wardens. I almost fell over.
I don't want to leave you
Those are
alone
the
here.
rules of the Order. All wardens leave their families behind.
But how will you take care of yourself and
Please
mother?
don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first time, Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return.
Oh? Truly? You won't starve.
I promise. My patron would never allow it. He has already promised to move Mother and me into better lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me.
And you'll be happy like this.
I am. Truly. I could never make a life fighting Darkspawn, but if I can bear a son who makes his house proud, that's all I can ask. Go, little brother. Make the world a better place.
I will, Rika. I will.
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you?
No, Leske. I just want to say goodbye to you, my guy. I don't know how I feel fight
Everyone
the
in that
Darkspawn.
Proving fought Darkspawn, and you sure flogged them.
True. True. I don't want to leave Rika.
Well, don't you worry about that. Old Leske will take care of her.
That's what I'm worried about. Oh, that's what I'm afraid of. You're right. I should go. You're right. What am I worried about?
Go back and tell him yes before he comes to his senses.
I'll forget what you just said about my sister, by the way. But
I cannot believe Duncan would offer such an honor.
Yeah.
Have you spoken with your friend and sister?
I have, and I am ready to join.
And before these witnesses, I hereby recruit you into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this mace, since you have so few possessions of your own. It was once wielded by the Warden Forel Idukan. I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality.
Yes. Hospitality. Air quotations.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostigar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostigar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen.
That's great.
I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I am Cthulhu, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar.
You're called stout. Is that some kind of dig? Honorable, you must be thinking of the
Sounds like
nobles.
there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime.
If Your Majesty wishes.
I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the Blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days?
Personally, I couldn't pick him out of the crowd. I hear the king was well enough when I left.
Good. I hope to work with him as well as my father did. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Your welcome means nothing to me, human lord. You're too kind, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well. I didn't realize things
I'm
were
not
going
even
so
sure
well.
this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yeah, you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens
Yet
highly.
not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
A hot meal would be nice first.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Why is this ritual
The joining
so
is
secret?
dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Am I the only recruit you
No,
have?
there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Wonderful, let's get this
Feel
over
free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
So long. Hospital buildings. The architecture's pretty cool.
Greetings,
Hello,
young
Wynne.
man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not?
He's not a man
I
easily
am.
impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I am
Well met,
Cthulhu.
and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
King Kalen thinks this battle will
The
go
king
well.
must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Reminds me of a puppy. I can see the comparison. You faced Darkspawn
Stragglers,
before?
yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Not much. I'm a dwarf
It's
after
home
all.
to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
The Black City? It was the Golden City before the Tevinter Imperium touched it, and then it became black. Those Magisters.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Too bad dwarves can't see the Fade, or reach the Fade, and see the Dark City, or Golden City. You humans and your chantry.
It
And
may
is this
be
true?
allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to
Yes,
ponder.
occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
This isn't good. I hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Just how smart is this
Centuries
dog?
ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Could he be imprinted
We can
on me?
try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him. Go in the
I'll give
pen
it a
and
shot.
let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Oh, you. Oh, you good baby. You good baby. Put the muzzle on the puppy.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I
There's a
might be.
particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Will the dog be alright
If he
without
doesn't
it?
get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
Oh, okay. See if I can find him.
In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Okie dokie.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some Darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
Now what do you
Not a
think I'd
dwarf.
be?
Yet, here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Well, you know
I
about
happened
this
to be
ritual.
sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. We'll see.
It's all
Maybe
too
they will.
secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'll watch back
I
if you watch
suppose I
mine.
could do that. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay, Davis. You're pretty cool.
Greetings.
Hey, Jory.
You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I am.
Sir Jury
Cthulhu.
is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlayman. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy.
Of course they can't.
Since
Why
the Grey
couldn't they be?
Wardens protect human lands, I guess the dwarf would not wish to join. Obviously, I'm wrong. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Aren't you nervous
I'd
about
be
fighting
lying if I
Darkspawn?
said I wasn't. As a boy, my mother told us Darkspawn hunted down all children who misbehaved. It is a foolish superstition, I know, but I still shiver when I think of fighting them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
Only that it's dangerous. Davith said we might be going
I never
into
heard
the
of such a
wilds.
ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Yes.
What is
Alistair,
it
my
now?
mate.
Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The grumpy one.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
The grumpy one. You are a very strange human. I know exactly what
It's
you
like
mean.
a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
We haven't met. You must be Alistair. How can a dwarf be a mage? Don't worry, I'm no mage. I like this one. How can a dwarf be a
You
mage?
never know, these mages sneak up on you. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair. How could you not recognize me?
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name
Right,
is Cthulhu.
that was the name. There haven't been any dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn.
Not really. I spent more time fighting guardsmen myself. No one trusts someone like me with anything that important.
Someone like you? The recruit Duncan's been bragging endlessly about? Yes, completely untrustworthy. But don't worry.
Yes.
You'll see plenty of Darkspawn now. And probably sooner than you'd like. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
If only you knew, Alistair. The argument I saw. What was that
With
about?
the mage. The circle is here at the king's request, and the chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
I look forward to traveling
You do?
with you.
Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Okay.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Surely you could have acquired some blood
Of
before
course.
now.
You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
What do we need darkspawn
For the
blood
joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Okay. Okay. And
There
what's
was
the
once a
second task?
Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Nice scrolls
Old
are these?
treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
It's
It's
no longer
possible
there.
the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Find the archive and these 3 blood vials.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Dying soldier.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage
I
him
have
up at
bandages in
least.
my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these dangers is a part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Yep. Just making sure. Yeah, there's Fireball. He just killed him. Oh. Nice job, emissary. Just like killed 3 things left. Oh, hitting. Oh, wait. Sorry. Okay, alright guys, I got these archers. Hey, a lot of. Man, if you don't hear the party, that's completely your fault. There are so many flowers. You can have a 5. Hey, my back's empty. Holy, that's a lot of damage. Just sitting. Oh, I'm also dead too. Let's go. Let's go. I have legit no help, but we're baited. We baited. Let's go.
Yes?
Greenstone? Yes? I'm sorry. Where are you from, Dev? I
grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So you're a cappers?
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
But yet he can't lockpick. So how did the Grey Warden find you?
I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
I did not know this. Guess Duncan's got a taste for street rats. Ha! I guess he does.
Duncan stopped them. Invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
What do you think of Duncan?
An old bugger. He's faster than he looks too. Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Jory, I want to know your backstory now. You said you were from Redcliffe,
but Duncan recruited me in Hyaver, a city off the northern coast. Have you travelled there?
I've never been to the service before.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Hyaver that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Hyaver, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
So you abandoned her?
Never.
So you abandoned her?
I will return to her once my duty is done and the Blight defeated.
How did the Grey Warden
find
you?
Duncan visited Hyaver, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
I'm staring at the camera right now.
He has
what
a
do you think of
seemingly
Duncan?
impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty. Indeed.
Let's go.
Indeed.
Okay.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized. Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
A thieving, weird-talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Have I been dishonest? Some call us witches, yes, but purely out of superstition.
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle requires an accounting of all mages. That is the law of the land and the Chantry.
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear from priests. She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you are here. Come, see for yourself.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dabbit. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe? Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh?
Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon. They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother. True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for. Time for you to go, then. Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests. Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Talk to the dog man. I mean, the kennel master.
Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you're looking for?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before there's an
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's
maybe.
possible?
It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
So you return from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good.
We have.
I've had the circle of mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Now will you tell us
I
what
will
this
not
ritual is
lie.
called?
We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Is this why the joining is so
If only
secret?
such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down, there's something we could do about it now. Stop yammering, you're giving me a
I only
headache.
know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
True.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that can be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
I still can't believe you killed Sir Jory. Nothing you said prepared me for
Such
that.
is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Cailan. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then...
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
to
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You mean I won't be fighting in the battle?
We need the beacon. Without it, Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
Circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Galen. Glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
I hope Kaelin will survive past the battle. Right? I agree with Alistair. We should be in the battle.
That is not your choice. If King Kaelin wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn. Exciting or no.
I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance to Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
Way to take a stand, Alistair.
I have my dignity. Well, some.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Where will
I
you
will
be?
be fighting beside the king with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Again, at his request. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Can we join the battle afterwards? What if the Archdemon
We
appears?
soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Can we join the battle
Stay with
afterwards?
Tern's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
How much are we in any
Of course,
danger?
even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient.
How much time do we
The
have?
battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
I know what I
And
have
I
to
must
do.
join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
That's one of the coolest cutscenes.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
That is horrifying.
Across the
Cut
bridge.
right to the solid.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Oh, Alpha, huh? My health is shockingly low. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I shouldn't have. Definitely get trapped. Oh no, I should. Yeah, let's do it. Good job. How much? You always make them love you. Just by him, if I get things to them. Which I think is pretty cool. I kind of like it. I like it. Because, characters are like, more selfish. I wouldn't do that.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. Loghain. You try telling them that you're in the wrong place, that they're in the wrong place.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry.
Right.
We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
And, well, it's probably tough. Yeah. Third floor. Third floor. I thought it was the last one. Dang it. We got another floor.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal.
Light one at a time.
Oh, why not? Release the beast. No way. That's all that damage. Cthulhu and I. Let's go. Well, we're both Cthulhu, so. Let's go! Yeah! Right in the skull. Right in the cranium. We did it. Oh, hey, Alistair. Okay. Great Warden.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!